Okay, so good evening, everyone. On behalf of Byculla CPE Study Circle, I welcome you all to this ninth meeting of this financial year 21-22. And as in the previous meeting, we have stressed on importance of tools and new tools for productivity, which was by Kachwala had taken. So, based on that theme, we are having today on Excel our productivity using and how do we prepare interactive dashboards and MIS reporting using Excel. So that we have with us a very learned faculty, CA Sandeep Modi, and for his introduction, I would request CA Osini Tokiwala to please unmute and take his introduction. Thank you.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon and welcome CA Sandeep Modi.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I take pleasure in introducing him. He is a practicing chartered accountant with more than 8 years of experience in indirect taxes, statutory audits, software development, and all such related assignments. He has gained experience in Big Four and legal firms, and he started his own fintech startup in 2018 by the name of Falcons.in. In this company provides automation solutions, machine learning services, MS Excel training, and things like that. He has also automated crucial MIS and financial reports in India's largest FMCG industries, and also he has also worked on GST impact analysis and business impact on the current indirect tax scenario. He also provides training workshops to corporates like Hindustan Unilever, Edelweiss, Asian Paints, GSC in time services, and he is also a visiting faculty at all our professional institutes like BCAS, WRC, and various study circles like our Byculla Study Circle. So with these few words, sir, I welcome you to Byculla CPE Study Circle, and hope you will, educate all of us in your, regular way. Thank you so much and welcome.
Thank you, sir, for the warm welcome. I will definitely try my level best to provide you insights about Excel that could help you in your day-to-day life. Yeah, we can start the session, sir.
Yeah, so members, we have emailed you Excel practice, whatever CA Sandeep Modi is teaching. If you all want, you can do it simultaneously on your PC or laptop. So that files are all of you all also put on our WhatsApp group. And right now I have just put on our Zoom chat. So you can do it from there and you can simultaneously. Also a request to all members, kindly rename yourself with your membership number, space your name. It's good for us to give CPE authentication. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, let's start the session. Today in this session, the main objective is that each and everyone should save at least 4 to 5 hours in a weekly time while using Excel. So I would be covering topics which are easy, but how can you take it to the advanced level? For example, everyone knows how to put a VLOOKUP, but how to handle the exceptional, that I will teach you. Everyone knows how to use if statements, but in additional to if statement, what all things we need to know, that all things I would be covering. So this is the main topics of the day. Plus, I would be also covering MIS report. This kind of MIS report we would be covering. Everyone can see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Yeah. So this kind of MIS reports we would be covering. This is the sales data. This is month-wise periodicity. If you want to see a particular state, everything in on the click of a button. So maximum people think that preparing this kind of report, MIS report, is very difficult. I request everyone to please mute themselves so everyone can understand me. Yeah, so this kind of MIS, creating MIS is very easy. So we will learn this also. You have to just simply put the raw data and this chart is how to prepare this chart that I will teach you. And this is half an hour lecture, means 2 hours. In last half an hour, I will be explaining this everything. So for using all these formulas, I'm I'm this all formulas will also be included in them. Will be useful for preparing for that kind of report. So please concentrate. And I request everyone to please mute themselves. If you have any problems or any queries, please enter on the chat box. Or after a particular topic, I will give you a proper timing to ask all your questions. So in between, please do not unmute yourself. In two
Okay,
conditions.
okay, I've just blocked to muting, unmuting. So if anyone member wants to unmute themselves, please raise your hands. Otherwise, yeah, manually now no one will be able to unmute themselves.
Okay. And Sif, um, you can just unblock yourself or raise your query when my screen is not visible or my voice is not visible, voice is not audible. So let's start the day with the simple topic and basic topics, but everyone face this issue. How to handle dates in Excel. For example, these are the three types of errors which we face in the day. While we are downloading the data in an Excel format from anywhere else, for example, Tally or SAP, maximum time date format is in the number format. So how can we convert this date into date format? Here, simple shortcut is there. Select the complete column. Here, I'm selecting the complete column. Select it, do under the head, date, done. Number, short date. As per your requirement, you can easily select. Number is converted into date. Now, this is the second type. Let's come to the second scenario. Here, as you can see, this format is also right. This format is also right. But one format is on the left hand side, other format is on the right hand side. So in Excel, there is one rule called that whenever the dates are on the right hand side, these dates are in the proper format, which system wants. But when the dates are in the wrong format, it will come on the right hand side. This is in the text format. As you can see, this comma is purposely there. I have distorted the data. So sometimes dates are on the left hand side. So how can we rectify this kind of dates? You cannot select the complete column. You have to just select the data. Here I'm selecting the data. Data, date, text to column, delimiter, next, next, DDMMYY, finish. This how you can easily rectify your date problem. Now, this was the case study that here dates were in the number, here dates were in the text. But in real life, all these problems will come together. In this column 3, all the both the problems are coming together. Here, I think that, as you can see, dates are in the text format and some dates are in the number format. I will in future, I will also explain you why this proper formatting is needed. That point also we will come in pivot table and in MIS. So I'm just preparing, taking one by one steps so that we can prepare a beautiful chart. This is both the tables are coming. Here some dates are in the text format and some are in the number. So if you filter the data, you can see the dates format which are not in a proper, that will not club itself. As you can see, the dates format which are not in the proper format, that will not club itself. So how can we rectify it? Select the column, go under the head home, date, short date. First, your number format is converted into date. Now only 3 dates are not in the proper format. Second, select the date, data, text to column, delimiter, next, next, DDMMYY, finish. Now all the dates are in the proper format. And as you can see, your dates have grouped itself, which was not grouping before clearing the date. Now, sometime I want to see data in the month format. For example, I want to see April, May, and June data only. So how can I do it? May, one method is this. One method is this. Now I want to have June data. So I will put here June. But don't you think for converting dates into month or some other format, this way is time consuming and chances of errors are too much. So what can we do? We can here use one function called text, T-E-X-T. Text will help you to return the value in whichever format you want. So text equal to this. Now the format in which you want. I want month, month, and year, year. That's it. You got the value. Now you have to just drag this formula till down. All the formulas are coming perfect. Now, if you want 4 times y, you can easily take it. If you want this way, if you want first 3 digits, first 2 digits, you can take it. If I write here 3, it will give me this type. So whatever features you want, you can. Anyone, any queries, they can write in the chat box. We are happy to address you. This is the date format, how to rectify it. What will be the use of date? We will be learning in pivot and MIS. Anyone, any queries relating to this, they can write in the chat box. We are happy to answer all your queries. Okay, no queries, nothing in chat. So let's move on to next topic. If you have, feel free to ask. Now let's come to VLOOKUP. Don't think that VLOOKUP everyone knows, so we can skip this topic. We can go for tea or water. But yeah, listen, this will save your time. Means on a weekly basis, we are promising that with this knowledge, you will be able to save 3 to 5 hours. Simple VLOOKUP. Let's see how to put a. We have to. This is the table one data, and we have to find the value of puja. We will use amount. We lookup value. This is my table array. I need second column, so I'm writing 2, 0, enter. We got 300. This 300 we got. But Sandeep, now I want Raj value also. I want Sunny value also. Can I copy paste the value? Yes, let's do it. राज की वैल्यू तो कॉपी पेस्ट हो गई, पर सनी की क्यों नहीं आई? Because when you're copy pasting the value, one thing is automatically changes. This value is changing, and this my table array is also changing. So how can we fix it? ये fix कैसे करूं मैं जो table array change हो रहा है? Now Pooja, this is there. You can simply put a dollar sign and fix it. But Sandeep, ये तो हमें भी आता था dollar sign. So what next you are teaching us? Just 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes. This dollar sign also you don't have to put it. ये डॉलर साइन डाली हमने और ये फिक्स हो गई. यार संदीप, तो डॉलर साइन तो मुझे भी आती थी, तो आपने क्या नया सिखाया? चलो लेट्स थ्रो वन मोर प्रॉब्लम. अभी क्लाइंट है तो क्लाइंट को बार बार नया डेटा ऐड करता रहता है. सपोज ही एडेड वन मोर लाइन. दिस इज माय कंपनी नेम. ही एडेड दिस हियर. Now how can you solve this? For example, I want VLOOKUP of this value. Whether ये मैं कॉपी पेस्ट करूंगा, मिलेगा मुझे? नहीं मिलेगा. तो मुझे ये पूरा टेबल अरे चेंज करो, सब करो. जब आएगा आंसर. So what is the simple solution? So there are two problems. First problem is that table array is not constant, so we have to fix that. Second problem ये हमारी आती है VLOOKUP में कि client जब data अपडेट करता है तो हमें सारे फॉर्मूलाज चेंज करना पड़ता है. दिस माइट बी सेल्स डेटा, परचेज डेटा, कुछ भी हो सकता है, क्योंकि क्लाइंट की आदत होती है कि 10 एंट्री अभी देगा और 10 एंट्री बाद में देगा, 2-3 एंट्री, वो उसका डेली बेसिस का है. तो नाउ व्हाट वी कैन डू, we don't want to put this dollar sign. Simple solution, this is my data, put this data into table array, fix the data. Now my data is in table. As you can see, it's in table 1. Now let's find the value of Pooja. We look up Pooja, table array. Here all the value is coming, table all, second to 0, enter, done. As you can see, I don't have to put a dollar sign here. मेरी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो गई. जो आपको बार बार डॉलर साइन डालना पड़ता था ना F4 से, वो सॉल्व हो गई. दूसरा फाल्कॉन x डॉट n, यहाँ पे मैंने डाला 500 and here if I copy paste it and if I drag the formula, ये भी सॉल्व हो जाएगा. तो with simple one formula, you have solved two queries. First, that you don't have to fix the data array, table array, dollar sign करके, and secondly, whenever the client update his data, you will get the value. So always put the data in table array. Important point, ये MIs बनाने में भी बहुत काम आएगा हमें. Anyone, any queries? Please feel free to put your queries in chat box. And let's make the session interactive so that everyone can understand. Feel free to ask question. No one is there. Means hello, Muthusa sir, can you please unblock their mute system? Means let them ask the question. Let them ask the question.
So if anyone उसमें गलती से भी लोग अनम्यूट कर लेते हैं तो इसलिए ब्लॉक किया था.
Okay.
But anyone can raise their hands, or even if you write on chat that you want to speak, then we can unmute.
Yeah. So if you have any problem, please feel free to ask.
Okay, and I've just allowed everyone to unmute. Let's see if there's no interruption, we can move it, keep it this way.
Okay. Now, this is how your two problems are solved. कि data को आपने table में डाल दिया, तो you don't have to freeze your data array. Secondly, you can handle any updation in the data. Please repeat the table. Yeah, sure. वो टेबल मैं बहुत बार रिपीट करूंगा, तो एक और बार रिपीट करता हूँ कि whenever this is your raw data, let me show you how to put a table. This is the normal range. ये आपका normal data है. Select करो, insert में जाओ, table. That's it. इतना ही है. This is how you prepare a table. आपने normal range को table में convert कर दिया. Table in the sense आप बोल सकते हो कंटेनर है Excel के लिए, और कंटेनर से कंटेनर पे आपने VLOOKUP लगाया, तो अगर कंटेनर में कोई भी वैल्यू एडिशनल होती है तो अपने आप फॉर्मूला में वो कैप्चर हो जाएगा. दिस इज हाउ आई कैन एक्सप्लेन यू इन बेसिक टर्म्स. सो इट्स ऑलवेज इंपॉर्टेंट टू पुट द डेटा इन Excel table. Now I hope I have solved your query. If not, in further sessions also I will be taking tables many times, referring to table many times. So I would be repeating it 2 or 3 more times. Now let's find.
Sandeep, can you show like how can we find out what tables are there in a workbook, and also if you want the data array of that, increase or decrease something of that.
Sir, how many tables are there in the Excel book? That we cannot find it out. But let me complete this topic. I will answer your queries.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Now let's find the value of Neha in the table 1. Neha की तो value है ही नहीं, तो कैसे find out करेंगे? But let's see. Let's find out what error we will get. Look up. This is my table array. I have converted it into normal table range. That's why it's coming A3 to C10. I want second column 0 and we get NA. Why we are getting a NA? Because Neha value is not there in table 1. If we put Neha value, we will get the value. So it's coming NA because Neha value is not there in the table. My formula is correct. So many times when we deal with the big data and we get NA, we manually convert it into 0 or not in table. So how can we handle this kind of errors? So we will use if error formula. For writing if error formula, there are two kinds. First one is if error. Now formula you want, which formula you want? This formula, comma 0, enter, bracket close. If it's an error, I want 0, enter. We got 0 because Neha value is not there in table 1. This is one way of writing if error formula. Second method is simple. First write the formula which you want. Look up. Second column 0, enter. NA you got. Now after equal to, put if error formula, bracket open, value 0, enter. This way also you can write. In place of 0, if you want to write not in table, you can write in inverted comma, not in table. Done. This way you can easily handle the errors in the table. I've already heard that XLOOKUP is better, however, I am not using it. Tarun, just wait for a few minutes. We are covering XLOOKUP also. Now, if error, this is how you can handle errors in VLOOKUP. Now, there are two tables. Here one table is there, here second table is there. And I want to find the value of Dhoni. So, data set is small, that's why you can easily understand that Dhoni is in table 2 and 900 answer should come. But if the data size would be big, how can you do a VLOOKUP in two tables together? Here we will use if error formula. In if error, what happens? Where first value, if we are doing a VLOOKUP and we are getting the value. If we are not getting, we are putting a 0. So instead of putting 0 not in table, we will here second we will put again VLOOKUP. Let's put two VLOOKUPs together here. If error look up Dhoni, second 0, enter. This is my finding the value of Dhoni in first table. Now for finding the value of Dhoni in second table, comma, value if error, look up E18, comma, 0 to 0, enter, bracket close, enter. As you can see, we got 900. Now, Sandeep, what will happen where the Dhoni is in two table? So the answer is VLOOKUP will always return the value which he is getting first. For example, instead of Sunny, it's Dhoni, it will return this value. So VLOOKUP will always return the first value which it is getting. So yeah, this is how VLOOKUP works. Sandeep, अगर MS धोनी होता तो कैसे होता? MS धोनी होता, for example, यहाँ मेरे पास MS धोनी होता, MS धोनी, तो मुझे NA आता. This, how can we handle this kind of situation we are covering later in the day? Any other topics, points you have, you can ask me in the chat. Can I put 2 VLOOKUPs? सर मैंने 2 VLOOKUP बता दिए आपको. Yeah, VLOOKUP search only one columns. VLOOKUP एक ही column return करेगा. तो multiple columns return करने के लिए you have to use XLOOKUP or filter that we are covering later in the day. Anyone, any other queries? Please write in the chat box. We can handle 2 VLOOKUPs together that I have. हाँ, 3 भी handle कर सकते हैं. 3 या जितने भी handle करने हैं आपको कर सकते हो. यहाँ पर मैंने क्या किया है, यहाँ पर मैंने 2 VLOOKUP handle किए. अगर 2 के बदले 3 करना है तो if error के बाद में आपको if statement वापस लिखना है. if error, ये आपका first VLOOKUP बन गया और कॉमा के बाद में वैल्यू में ब्रैकेट ऑन करके आप कर सकते हो मल्टीपल VLOOKUPs. और मल्टीपल VLOOKUPs भी कैसे चाहिए वो सिनेरियोस, अगर स्पेसिफिक केस स्टडी है, वी कैन डिस्कस दैट आफ्टर दिस सेशन. Okay, got it. Now the problem statement which we are dealing is Sandeep yaar MS 2 minute. Let me complete the topic. Sandeep, problem statement here is कि यहाँ पर MS 2 नहीं है और यहाँ पर 2 नहीं है, तो ये कैसे हैंडल होगा? ये हम आगे कवर कर रहे हैं. और कोई किसको डाउट? या गो अहेड. हाँ बोलिए.
पाहिजे नाही गेली खाली कुठे.
Okay. Now, I hope everyone understood till here. Now, let's find the value of SKR, Jan and March. Here, purposely, I'm writing SKR, not SRK. Now, let's find the value of SKR with the VLOOKUP. Simple VLOOKUP. Now, I want lookup value is my SKR. So in inverted comma SKR, I'm writing lookup value is this, table array is this. I want second March 0 enter. So I got 800. But Sandeep, your problem is कि अगर मुझे ऐसा के का नहीं चाहिए, मुझे ऋतु की वैल्यू चाहिए, तो हाउ कैन आई फाइंड इट? यार यहाँ पर मैनुअली चेंज कर देना, कितना टाइम लगता है. यहाँ ड्रैग कर दे फॉर्मूला, या कॉपी पेस्ट कर दे. कॉपी पेस्ट करे तो इंडेक्सिंग हिलेगी, वो सब हिलेगा. वो सब नहीं करना. तो हमें क्या करना है? 1 मिनट. दिस इज फिक्स. लेट मी चेंज इट नाउ. ये सब करना पड़ेगा. नहीं, मुझे तो इसी सेल में चाहिए, ये डायनामिक होना चाहिए. हाउ कैन वी पुट शाहरुख खान डायनामिकली? और for getting the answer, one method is you have to change it this way manually and you're getting the answer. यहाँ पर drop down लगाना है मुझे. So how can we put a drop down here? Go under the head data validation, list, source, particulars. Now this is dynamic. Whatever you want, you can get it. Now here, what we are getting? We are getting 700. Why we are getting 700? Because we have selected here 2. But Sandeep, I want this 2 also dynamic. For example, I don't want Jan value, I want March value here. So let's keep, how can we keep this 2 also dynamic? In Excel, there is one function called match, which will return me that 2. So match equal to lookup value. Let's keep it here. Lookup array is this, and bracket close enter. We are getting NA because your list is not defined. Now this too is also dynamic. This is how we can use lookup and match together. Let me show you the formula. We lookup. This is the lookup value. Now this is my data array. Now in column index, I will use match function. Match function will take two arguments, lookup value and lookup array. Bracket close, enter, done. Now if you change anything here, anything will change. So, but here one shortcoming is there of this formula, that sometimes Excel itself gives you an error. For example, here, I don't know why Feb will give me an error here. Here, sometimes Excel gives an error. So it's not that formula is wrong or anything is wrong. It's just that sometimes system itself gives an error. So I don't know why. Any queries relating to this? We look up with match function. I guess no queries. Okay, let's move ahead then. I'm missing the chat. No. Okay. Let me hide it. Now, here Virat Kohli is there, but my lookup value is Virat. So this is the perfect example where the in the list first name is only there, and in our database complete name is there, or in the database Mr. Sandeep Modi is there, full name is there. So how can we do a VLOOKUP with that? So simple option here. Let's try whether it will give me Virat or it will return. So we will try first VLOOKUP. Yeah, Sandeep, ये तो पता ही है गलत आंसर देगा, but let's try. 0, enter. We got the wrong answer. Now, so for getting the right answer, we will use wildcard. In Excel, there is one wildcard, or you can say special character, which is asterisk. Your naming might be wrong, but yeah, formula is right. Cell referencing is wrong. So this is how you can easily use this. So equal to VLOOKUP. This is the first name, which I already have. Now I will use and. And is also stand for concatenation. In inverted commas, I will use asterisk, comma, second table, 0 to 0, enter. And now we are getting 150. This is how we are getting. Sandeep, yeah, just a second, let me complete the topic. संदीप, यहाँ पर क्या प्रॉब्लम आती है कि हमारे पास 2 या 3 विराट है, तो जैसे यहाँ पर 2 विराट है, Virat is there and Virat Kohli is there. We are getting 150. So let me convert it into Dhoni. तो आपके पास 600 आ गया. अगर 3 या 4 विराट कोहली भी हो, let me repeat, 3 या 4 विराट कोहली हो, तो it will always return the first value, whether it's Virat or Virat Kohli. If it's Mr. Virat Kohli, it will not return. So how can we handle Mr. Virat Kohli? That we will learn. By how can we handle Nitin Mukesh? So if you want, matlab, can anyone write in the chat box what will be the formula of Nitin Mukesh? Can anyone write the formula of Nitin Mukesh in the chat box? Okay, let me write it down for you. Here, as you can see, Neil, Nitin, Mukesh have both the sides value, but for lookup, it's only one value. So how can we use this kind of value? We look up. We will use 2 asterisks here, asterisk and this value and this is the table array 2 0 0 bracket close. This is how you can easily handle. Let me hide this and then zoom in again. Now, as you can see, this is the two asterisk signs you can use. This is the special character. This is how you can find Neil Nitin Mukesh value or Mr. Virat Kohli, CA Sandeep Modi value. You can easily find. There is a specific suffix also and prefix also in the value we look up. Any queries relating to this till now? X lookup and filter options we are covering, and H lookup also we are covering. Any queries relating to this?
Sandeep, can you paste on the chat the formula what you're writing? So if you can paste it on the chat, it will be easier for us. Thanks.
Okay. Form. This is for the VLOOKUP. And let me zoom the formula. This is basically, I'm writing asterisk. This is the special character and sign for concatenation. This is the value, Nitin, and again concatenation. And this is for the special character. This is table array, second column and 0. This is how you can write VLOOKUPs together. Anyone, any queries, or should I start with new X lookup? Okay, no queries. So first let's complete H lookup, then I will come to X lookup. All the formulas are VLOOKUP. Difference between VLOOKUP and H lookup is that when the data is in the vertical format and we have to find the lookup value, we will use VLOOKUP. And when the data is in the horizontal format, we will use H lookup. If error formula, asterisks and everything will be similarly used in H lookup also. Here, both the data are not case sensitive. So let's find the value of Ritu. H lookup, sorry, equal to H lookup. This is my table array. Second row I want, so I'm writing 2 0 enter. We got 300 because Ritu value is 300 here. So this is how you can use H lookup. This was very simple, basic. I just wanted to cover because it's an overall topic. Now let's come to X lookup. This is available in 2019 and above version only. The difference between VLOOKUP and H lookup is that here, whenever the data, for example, if we want to find the amount representing to Sandeep, which is 350, you cannot do it with simple VLOOKUP because it is on the left hand side, and VLOOKUP will always return the value which are on the right hand side of the lookup. So that is not possible with VLOOKUP. So X lookup comes very handy for that. So let's put a simple X lookup. My lookup array is Sandeep. Lookup value. Here in VLOOKUP, you have to select the complete data. Here you have to just select the lookup array where the data is, comma, and the returning array. And here you go, your data is, here you got your data, 300. Why it's coming 300? Because it's 2 times. Yeah, Sandeep, हमें 2 times Sandeep चाहिए, मतलब 300 भी चाहिए, 350 भी चाहिए. So that I will be covering in filter. So first let me complete this 300. This is a simple VLOOKUP, X lookup. But Sandeep, what I want all the 4 columns in the lookup. So how can I get it? In XLOOKUP, you have to do it. In VLOOKUP, you would have to do it, put the formula 4 times. But in XLOOKUP, you just have to put the formula once. Lookup, returning array, lookup array. Now in returning array, select all the array, complete array. Bracket close, enter. We got the array. I hope everyone is clear with till now with me. Yeah. No chat box, nothing. No queries in the chat box. We are 47%. So I guess everyone is understanding. Great. Now, XLOOKUP here. Suppose here I write CA Sandeep. It should give me an error. Why it's giving me an error? Because CA Sandeep is not there. Oh, let me write my company name. It will not handle. So one method of handling this kind of errors is that we will put if error formula here. If error, bracket close, enter. But XLOOKUP comes up with XLOOKUP has much more advantage. So let me delete it. You don't have to use if error formula. You can simply use this kind of formula. Let me show you. Comma, return array. Now, as you can see in the formula, if not found, what should come? If not found is a extended version of if error. Means if there is an error in the table, not in table we will write, not in table. Here we wrote match mode. How to match, whether you want zero exact match or similar match. So this is the lengthy topic. So match mode I'm not covering here. So I'm putting a comma and moving on. Now search mode, whether you want to get the first result or last result. So that you can use. So currently let me write -1 and bracket close. Not in table is coming. Now let me change to Sandeep again. And as you can see, we got the last because I wrote here in the formula -1. Let me zoom the formula, copy it. This was -1. This was the formula. This was the formula which we are using. I hope anyone, any queries? Now I can easily drag it. Yeah. Anyone, any queries relating to XLOOKUP? Okay. Posting. Okay. This is the XLOOKUP formula. Any queries relating to XLOOKUP, you can easily ask me. No queries. Okay. Now, Sandeep, I want, as you can see, Sunny names are coming 3 times. Sandeep names are coming 2 times. So I want all the data together. Means I want to filter out, or I want just Sunny names together. Sandeep name together. How can I get it? So here we can use filter option. In filter option, it will return the complete value. Filter. This is my data array. Include means this part equal to Neetu, for example. Now we got the value. If I change to Sandeep, we will get 3 value. If I change to Sunny, we will get 4 value. So this is how you can get all the values. Any queries relating to this, you can easily ask me. Chat. Anyone, any queries?
Yeah, so is this a way around for like VLOOKUP gives only the first result? So if you want multiple results, we should be using this filter.
Yeah, multiple result we can use filter, and if you want multiple columns we can use XLOOKUP for that.
Okay, fine. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay, so VLOOKUP topic is over. Now let's come to pivot table. Pivot table तो सबको आता है, तो what नया संदीप पढ़ाने वाला है? Wait. Maximum things I'm going to cover here. Simple pivot table है. एक मिनट, what happened? सिंपल पाइवट टेबल है, क्या कर रहा है संदीप? हाँ, ये तो आता है। यहाँ पर ये डेटा सिलेक्ट करो, इंसर्ट में जाओ, पाइवट बना दो यार। संदीप ये तो मुझे भी आता है, नया क्या पढ़ाने वाला? ये पाइवट तो मुझे भी आता है, तो व्हाट नया पढ़ाने वाला? ये तो मुझे भी आता है बनाना, पर यहाँ पर चलो मैं एक और नाम ऐड कर देता हूँ, संदीप। संदीप ऐड कर दिया। संदीप, अभी संदीप है यहाँ पर, सीए संदीप ऐड किया, एक और लाइन ऐड किया, तो कौन सी बड़ी बात है इसमें लाने के लिए? पाइवट टेबल एनालिसिस में जाऊंगा, ये चेंज कर दिया, सोर्स डेटा हो गया, 2 मिनट का काम था। इसमें संदीप ने क्या नया बताया? वेट, whenever the client update his data, हमें पता है कि हमें बार बार सोर्स डेटा चेंज करना है, पर मैक्सिमम टाइम्स गलतियां यहाँ पर होती है कि we forget to change the source data and it's a mechanical part. This is simple pivot, but this is not how the things are handled when the things are changing. So how can you handle this kind of changes when clients update his data? Select the data, go under the head insert, put the data in table. That now my data is in table. Now let me put the pivot table. Insert हो गया. Now if I put a pivot table, and here we go. This is the in the same format which is this, but there is a difference. If I add one more Sandeep here and just refresh this data, it will automatically take this additional value any. So this will save your time in changing the source data again and again. And this formula will be helpful for creating MIS reports. Means अभी तो एक ही pivot दिख रहा है, but when you are creating an MIS report which have multiple pivots, you cannot keep on changing pivot table source data. So it's very important, put the raw data in Excel tables. I hope this point was important and useful. Any queries you can write in the chat box. Sorry. Now let's learn the importance that dates should be in the proper format, which we learned few times back. This is the data, insert, pivot, existing sheet. Okay. Now this is the date and this is the amount. Sandeep, I want dates in the month-wise data or year-wise data. So how can I get it? One method is add one more column here, month, and then you can do it manually, and then you can insert a pivot. But I don't think that is a right method. Here I have just rectified the date, which we have learned. Now let me put an insert, pivot. Okay, and here we go. Now see the magic. Data is already clubbed in month year wise, but Sandeep हमें तो month wise चाहिए या date wise ही चाहिए. when the dates are in the proper format, you can just right click and group ungroup. Here, whichever format you want date, you can take it. Whichever format you want, you can take it. Simply. Now this I want in the classic view. Pivot table option, classic view. Done. Okay. Now I don't want subtotal. So I'm just removing it. Do not show, do not show. Done. My date is perfectly formatted. So this is the importance of having the date in the proper format. Okay, I missed some chat. Okay, okay. This was the method that why the dates should have in the proper format. This is the one of the reason why date should be in the proper format. So this was all about pivot. One more thing which we are covering in pivot. Anyone, any queries relating to this till now here? So we have in pivots we handle that without changing the source data every time. How can we handle updating of data? That was the first point which we have learned. Second point which we learned is that how why the date should be in the important format in the pivot, so that we can easily convert dates into month, year, or quarter as per our requirements, without adding a new column. Anyone, any other queries relating to this? I guess no queries. Okay. In
Yeah, there
pivot,
is
we
a
can
question
get
by Hussein Punawala. In pivot
month-wise.
charts,
You
how
can month-wise you can get the value here. You have to just select if the dates are in the right format. You can group the data, and here everything will be open as per your requirements. You can go month-wise, quarter-wise, year-wise. Now I want year and month both. So with the control, I can automatically get it. I hope I answered your query, sir. Now let's move ahead. I hope I answered your query, sir. Now, Sandeep, why it's only coming some every time? I want something else. Okay, let's wait. Let me solve this also. I'm copying this data. Copy, cut. I want one. Okay, me. So. Okay. Okay. So from here to here, you can take it like this. Here, one column. I just dragged it from the row to column, and here it's done. My mouse is not working. Yeah, done. I hope I have solved your query right now. Month-wise we have taken. Right, sir? So you can unmute yourself. So मैंने आपकी query solve कर दी.
नहीं, I require April, May, June, July.
हाँ, ऐसे ही चाहिए ना आपको?
It should be in that like how April to March thing is there. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March.
हाँ.
यहाँ पे February पहला आ रहा है.
February के तो आप
April, May, June, July.
नहीं, वो ऑर्डर आप ऐसे चेंज कर सकते हो. मतलब सिलेक्ट करके ये हाथ होता है तो चेंज कर सकते हो.
Okay.
एज पर योर रिक्वायरमेंट। तो वन टाइम आपको सेटिंग करनी पड़ेगी, वो ऑर्डर में लाने के लिए आपको सेटिंग एक बार खुद से करनी पड़ेगी, वो मैं नहीं कर पाऊंगा। ठीक है,
We have to drag it only. खाली drag करने का है.
हाँ ड्रैग करना पड़ेगा आपको, एक
Okay.
बार ड्रैग करना पड़ेगा।
Okay. Fine.
हाँ ठीक है, पर एक कॉलम में आ गया, मैनुअली नहीं लेके जाना पड़ेगा। Now let's move ahead. Anyone, any other queries, feel free to ask. ये सारे टॉपिक्स हमें एमएस बनाने में मैं वापस कवर नहीं करूंगा, तो प्लीज फील फ्री टू आस्क. This all topics are important for preparing the MIS report. Now, in M, so please mute yourself. Now, now people are saying that how many invoices are pending from CA Sandeep? How many amounts are pending from money? So I won't count. So I can easily drag the field again, right click it, field settings, count, I can easily take it as per my requirement. If I want to sort the data, I can sort it based on largest or smallest. As per my requirement, I can do it. If I want product, I can easily use it. Average, max, minimum, product, counter number, whatever I want, I can get it. Maximum, a single bill, maximum single bill, which is pending, I can get it from here. If I want a percentage total, here, for example, right click, field setting, show data, you can get a percentage total, row total. This will give me 100% because it's a row total. But when you put a column total, it will return you the value. 96% is pending from Sandeep, and this is the later background. And this is auto update. So I hope pivot tables are explained. If you have any queries, you can ask me. Now let's move to if statement, and then we will have a 2 minutes quick break of water break. Or you can ask me question after if statement, then we will start MIS report. Now, everyone knows what is if statement. If statement is basically a condition where if the condition is true, answer will be yes or no, that we have to find out. So the condition is bonus will be given if salary is below 100 or equal to 100. Here, my simple condition, simple if statement will come कि ये 100 से ज्यादा है तो बोनस नहीं मिलेगा, अगर 100 से कम है तो बोनस मिलेगा. Equal to if this is greater than this is less than or equal to 100. If yes, we will get a bonus. Otherwise, no. This is the simple if statement. If C9 is less than or equal to 100, he will get a bonus. Otherwise, no. This is a simple if statement. In chat box, I will put all the formulas. Simple if statement, so I'm not putting. Yeah, this is simple if statement. Now let's come with if condition with two conditions. Bonus will be given if the salary is below 100 or equal to 100 and the person is in Mumbai. So persons which are only in Mumbai and whose salary is 100 should get a bonus. तो मुंबई के अलावा तो किसको भी सैलरी नहीं मिलने वाली, और मुंबई में भी उसे मिलेगी जिनकी सैलरी 100 से कम है. सो द फॉर्मूला हियर सिट्स लाइक इफ and this less than equal to 100 or this equal to Mumbai. Here I'm writing Mumbai in inverted comma because it's a text. And one more thing to note here is that it's not a case sensitive. This is the logic. Now true or false, we will write it here. Yes, no, enter. We got the value. Everyone is coming because here it's 100. Yeah, it's London. Let me change it. Yeah. Now we are getting a both yes. Here it's 350. That's why we are not getting it. So I hope and if conditions and condition where you want to check 3 or 4 condition or 2 or more condition should be true. Then we will use and condition. Now in or we have to check if either condition is fulfilled. Bonus will be given if the salary is below 100 or equal to 100. Let me remove this additional condition. Bonus will only be given if the salary is below 100 or the person is in Mumbai. So here two condition is that first salary is 100 से कम हो या मुंबई में हो. So we will use if or first statement logic test check 100 से कम है, दूसरा मुंबई होना चाहिए. Bracket close, enter. Yes. Bracket close, no. Enter. Now as you can see maximum are coming yes because it's Mumbai. Here it's equal to 100. Here it's 75 both are yes. Here it's 99 both are yes. So this is how you can use and if. Anyone, any queries relating to this? Let me put the formulas in the chat box. Hmm. Oh, hmm. Chat box नहीं आ रहा. Hmm. Yeah, my screen is visible to everyone. Yes.
Yes, it is.
Now this is how you can use if statement and or statement together. Now, yeah, anyone, any queries? Now, let's come to little advanced stage. Here, bonus percentage of bonus depends on the salary. Here, if the salary is between 0 to 100, we will give him 10 rupees. If it's between 100 to 200, we will give him 20 rupees. If it's between 200 to 300, we will give him 30. If it's between 300 to and above, we will give him 45. So how can we put if statement for solving this condition? Okay, let me minimize everything. Right now, this is the statement. Okay. So for this, we have two types of formula. First is for 2016 and above version, and second is 2013 and below version. Where so first, let me solve the for 2016 and above equal to if as this function is available in 2016 and above version only. Now, first we will check this if it's greater than or equal to 300. This is my first condition. If it's fulfilled, we will give in 45. If not, we will check the second that this should be greater than or equal to 200. If not, no. If it's greater than or equal to 200, we will give him 30. If it's greater than or equal to uh, 100, we will give him 20. If it's smaller than 100, we will give him 10. Enter. We got the value. Done. This is how you can use if statement, multiple if statement for 2016 and above version. This formula you can see it once. It's a simple formula. First, I am checking whether it's greater than 300. Yes, 45. If no, then second formula starts. So 30, 200 से ज़्यादा है. अगर तीसरा है 100 से ज़्यादा है तो 20. बाद में 100 से कम है तो 10. This is how you can use it. To follow along with me in this Excel sheet, you can description box में ये sheets होगी for YouTube users, and everywhere else also where this video is going to be live, you can check in the description box. We will provide you this sheet to follow along with me. Or you can write in the comment box. I would be happy to answer all your queries after the session also. So yeah, we keep track of the queries. Now for 2013 and below version, let's solve it like this. How can we put a multiple if statement? If statement, my first logic is this should be greater than or equal to 300. If it's greater than or equal to 300, we will give him 45. If it's not, we will check the second condition, greater than or equal to 200. If not, 30. If greater than 200, 30. If not, we will again start a if statement. This should be greater than equal to 100. If yes, 20. If not, 10. First if statement, bracket close, second close, third close, enter. We got the value, and as you can see, both values are same. So this is how you can use multiple if statements together. Let me write the formula in the chat box so that you can copy, or you can see the video also afterwards. You will get it. You can refer this videos afterwards also, or sessions also. We will share the recordings with you. We are on live also. So anything relating to this, you can ask me. I'm closing this sheet and then opening MS report. So it would be difficult for me to open this sheet or and solve your queries. Please feel free to ask. These are the product lists which we make. You can refer it afterwards. Okay, so let's move ahead with creating a MS report. Anyone, any queries relating to last points or any other queries? Because it would be difficult for me to solve your previous lecture queries. No queries? Okay. Anyone? Okay. Now, everyone is interested in learning this? No queries, no answer. So, are you interested or just CPRs? No response. हमें एक टॉपिक कवर करना है या नहीं करना है? No response from anyone. सिर्फ फेक yes आया. Interested. सिर्फ एक yes आया. 2 3 जन, बाकी सब 4 जन. एक तो स्पीकर ही है, मतलब होस्ट ही है. 3 जन, 47 people we are, and this will save lot of your time. This is the main heart of everything. No, it is an interesting topic. Chalo, let's do it for people. Now, this type of MIS report we have to prepare. This is very simple. For sales that are already prepared, so we have to prepare for the purchases. Let me explain for sales what we have done it. So basically what we have done, this is the sample data from the tally which we have taken, but data can be from any software, whether it's Tally, SAP, Oracle or anything. You have to just ensure that data is coming month on month on the same format, so that it's not changing, or you don't have to change it. You have to just paste your raw data in this sheet and ensure that all the required fields are there. If it's not, you can add it here. For example, total tax field is not there in my data, so I have added it. Now this is my raw data which have all the fields. If some fields were missing, I have incorporated it. This was for the sales. इसके बाद में what I have done, I have created pivot tables for which I want to analyze the data. Now this is the pivot table: state, tax wise, state wise, product wise, supplier name wise. Now basis on this, I have prepared this chart. Now let's prepare for the purchase similar chart. This is the purchase data. Similarly, I have inserted everything here. Here also total tax column was not there, so I have inserted one total tax column, and then now I will create a pivot table out of this. Insert pivot table, existing sheet, because my sheet is already there. Supplier name as I want. Supplier name wise, tax, taxable value. Now this is the taxable value wise. This is the dummy data, so sorting is important of the data. This was supplier wise. Place of supply wise. Now this is place of supply wise pivot I have created. Simple pivots I'm creating, no rocket science. Copy, paste. Now instead of place of supply, I want expense wise. Item wise. Item group name coming in. Now one thing to note, first we have to sort the data. Then we have to format the data in a proper format. Format the data. Here all the formattings are done. Here I'm taking only three data sets for displaying in the dashboard, but if you want anything else, you can easily take it. Now let's prepare charts out of it. Insert chart. Here you can take columnar chart as per your requirement. If you want, let me select one. This is the chart. If you want line chart, you can select the line chart. This chart I'm selecting. This might not look nice, but I'm for showing you a purpose, I'm using all the multiple charts. Insert pie chart. Now this three charts I have prepared, I have to format it properly. So first thing, let me take this sheet was created by me. So what I have done, in view tab, I have just removed the grid line so it will look good. This is not looking good. And gray color background I have inserted here, as you can see, so it will look good. Now let's cut paste everything. Control X, Control V. Now this is state-wise. Let me put it properly here. Arrange it. Now, if I want to change the name, I can double click on here. State-wise, I can easily put here. State-wise analysis. Or creditor-wise. Yeah, expense-wise. No queries till now. Am I explaining good? Or no one is understanding it? Hello, everyone. Please mute yourself. So this is how you can write it. Now, if you want, let me put a slicers also everywhere. Select any tab, pivot table analysis, insert slicer. Now I want supply name wise, place of supply wise, item group wise, supplier state wise, subtype wise. Okay. Now we got 4 slicer. अभी किसको डाउट ही नहीं आ रहा है तो ठीक है, मैं ये टॉपिक है अभी ये सबके लिंक नहीं है, कैसे लिंक करना है वो कवर करता ही नहीं, ठीक है। ये सिर्फ चार्ट प्रॉपर्ली कर देते हैं। Should I explain how can we connect every chart? How can we decorate it? No one is responding.
Maybe the concept is new to some. Could say a few words about slicer, what exactly it is, and which version onwards is are slicers available?
Okay. So slicers are available from 2013, I guess. 13 से available as slicers. And for slicers, if you want to connect to the slicer, this, as you can see, only one chart is connected to the all slicer. Now, for connecting slicer to all these 3 charts, click on slicer, connect reports, and here you can select the chart. Click. Okay. Now everything is connected. Now things are connected. Here like this. Here also let me connect. Here things are connected. Now, if you want to change the slicers colors, you can easily change it from here as per your requirements. Here color combinations that you can decide as per your requirements. One more thing here to note is that if you want to have you don't want to show hide data, means blank data, you can hide it. If you want to change the name, you can change the name. as per your requirement. Some maximum time what happens when you are slicing the data, slices and everything moves. So you can lock it also. Disable resizing and moving. One part is this. Second part of size is that lock the aspect ratio. If this both is done, you cannot rename the move the data. Here you can increase the reference. Now, as you can see, here two names are coming. So this would be very helpful for you. Yeah, any doubts? I doubt it is available in 2013 or not. I don't remember. You can check it once. You can check it once. So I doubt it's there in 2013, but please check it. Yeah, so it might not be there in 2013. I don't remember. I don't remember. It's there in 2013. Okay.
It's
One more.
there. It's there in 13 version.
Okay. Okay. So you can get it in the similar fashion only under the same tab. Pivot table analysis, insert slider, you will get it. Otherwise, you can share your screen and we can let you know where the slices are. Now, here, let me show you one more important thing here. Select on the chart, design mode. Here you can write axes. For example, here you want vertical axes or not, horizontal or vertical. You can easily tick it or remove it. If you don't want, delete it as per your requirement. Your axes are there. I want horizontal also, vertical also. Now this is the title, horizontal, vertical. State name, above chart, title, chart title. How where you want you can tick it. Data label, whether you want data label or not, that also you can decide it for here. Whether you want data like this below the table, that you can decide it. Error in data, this is little complicated, so I'm not covering. Grid lines you want to see or not, whether horizontal or vertical, as per your requirement you can see. Let me header mount it. Let me delete it. Grid lines you can see, legends you can see, top down, high, low you can see. This is a single line, so it's not coming, but yeah. Trends is not coming because it's data dates are not there. That's why trend line is not coming. Otherwise, the timeline trend line is also coming in between. So if you have any doubts relating to this, you can ask me. Now, if you want to change the color also of the chart, you can easily select from here. Everything would be changing. As per requirements, you can easily change it, change the chart. Chart type also you can change it afterwards. Means once you have selected the chart, it's not needed that you delete the chart and re-prepare it. You have to just change that chart type and everything else will remain the same. From here, change chart type. I'm on 2019 Mac Pro version of Excel. So for Windows users, this UI would be a little different, but it all the features would be there. I'm on Mac 2019 Pro version, license version. So my things would be different in little bit in UI. So you can easily design, select the data, format is there. Yeah. Anyone, any queries? I have specially kept 20 minutes extra for you, means 30 minutes buffer sessions I have kept. So no one asked a question.
Just a quick question. So if my charts are directly linked to the base data and not to a pivot chart, so not to a pivot table, correct? So my charts are linked to the data, not to a pivot table. Will I still be able to use slicer or no?
But with the slider, you can use the slicer. You can use.
But I do not have an option of pivot data analyze, right? So where do I get slicer if my charts are not linked to pivot tables?
I think Salinji is talking about you have created a normal chart, right? You need to have a pivot chart. Then without a pivot table, it will work. But a normal chart may not work.
Normal chart may not
So
work.
is it a normal chart or a pivot chart? How is it?
Exactly. So it's a normal chart. So there's no pivot in between. So then can I use the slicer? That was the question.
And out. You will not get an option for putting a slicer. You will not get, because data is not sorting out. You will not get it. This is your base data. For example, you have month, particulars, and amount. Based on this, you have prepared a chart, but slicing options you will not get if the data is not in pivot.
Got it. So I have to first make a pivot and then make a chart. Okay.
Yeah. Anyone, any other queries?
See, if you just as a thought, if you convert your data into table, then I think slicer can be used. Check, please check. If you convert your normal data into a table, and then if you want to insert slicer, I think it will work. Please check.
No, it's not working. It will not work. My data is in table, Excel table.
Okay.
Anyone, any other queries? We have specially kept 20-30 minutes for your queries because this topic requires time, means multiple questions to be answered. Oh, I hope I have explained it good. Okay. Anyone, any other queries? No one, no practical queries. So should we cover one more topic of SumIf? Let me cover one more topic of SumIf statements.
And if time permits, you could convert in pivot table the custom calculated field if time permits.
Yeah, let's do it. First, let me show how to use SumIf function in a table. Just a minute. Yeah, my screen is visible.
Yes, it is.
So now let's complete SUMIF and SUMIF as. Maximum time we have this kind of data with us, but we want what is the total of June salary? What is the total of June for salary for the month of Mumbai? So how can we find this answers? For example, this is the problem statement. June salary, Mumbai month. What is the total? And all these queries we want. First, we want April, June, and May queries total, and then we want this all with the state total. So one method of doing it is that you can do it with a filter, put a filter and get all your answers. But I don't think that is a viable way of getting the answer. So let's remove the filter and let's use SUMIF range. This is here I'm selecting the complete range of data set, and then the criteria is June, which I'm putting in an inverted comma. Then the sum range, bracket close. Now we got the June salary. This is how we can use SUMIF. Let me show you June salary. Filter. June salary 1375. Now we want to find all this salary. So if we directly put SUMIF like this and drag the formula, it will give me an error because my formula will keeps on dragging. So you have to put a dollar sign and fix the cell. So instead of putting dollar sign and changing the formula, again I'm selecting the data, insert table, and that's it. My data is in now table. Now I will put SUMIF statement. SUMIF. This is my ranges data table. Criteria is this, and my sum range is this. Bracket close, enter. We got the value. Now if I drag, I will get everything. This is how you can use SUMIF formula for getting all the values. Now let's put a double condition in SUMIF. Sum total June salary for UK. For example, here I want June salary for UK. UK, which is 325. Now I want here we will use SUMIF as. This is my sum range. As my data is in table, sum range, criteria range 1, which is the month. Criteria is June, so I will be using June. Bracket close. Criteria range 2. Criteria range 2 is UK. Bracket close, enter. As you can see, we got 325. Now for calculating everything, we will simply again one more time put this formula. As my data set is already in table, as you can see, my data set is in table, so I can easily drag the formula. So I will write SUMIF as. This is my sum range, comma, criteria 1 range is this. June. criteria to enter. Now we got all the value. Anyone, any doubts? There was a query, I guess. Okay, this is how you can use SUMIF statement. VLOOKUP will check with match the first column and the first second column, and we need to use XLOOKUP. Yeah.
Yes, so CA Mohammed Ibrahim has asked that whether we can use VLOOKUP for the second column.
Okay, for the second column, you have to use XLOOKUP only, right? Yeah. So, okay, let me share my screen again, and we have time. So,
And also another question is whether it will work if column A is a date format.
meaning?
Can you unmute and tell your query, Mohd bhai?
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening,
Good
sir.
evening.
So in this present, what this presentation is going on, in this presentation, if you are written June, May, and some dates are there, and if you are writing suppose June 2021, so that if, whether it is in date format, whether it will work, and whether it will provide the same result or not, that I just wanted to know.
मतलब आप एक एग्जांपल दे सकते हो क्या?
Can you bring that again, that for what we were doing just now?
This sheet.
No, we are not able to see that.
Yeah, you'll have to share screen.
Sorry. Sorry. This one. Look up. This one. We are talking about VLOOKUP or pivot. What we are looking. Yeah, see, you can see my screen.
Yeah, yeah. You were saying, no, Delhi, London salary breakup and total, etc. That one.
Okay, okay. MIS meeting. Yeah. Hello.
So last you completed, no? Last one which you completed just now.
SUMIF.
Some if.
Okay.
Yeah.
EL complete here. EL.
Yeah. In this, suppose this column A field, you are written June. If I write June 21, May 21, April 21, so whether that condition will accept here in the column I or column this H, where
अच्छा, अगर वो June 21 अगर टेक्स्ट फॉर्मेट में है ना तो एक्सेप्ट करेगा. अगर वो June
I want to know if it is in date format, it will not accept. That I was just wanted to confirm.
नहीं एक्सेप्ट करेगा. तो यहाँ पर भी वो डेट फॉर्म.
I will tell you, in the case of the data, the mining, etc., or data analysis, we get the dates in that format only. So that will be a tricky issue, I think.
नहीं. तो उसके लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा? अगर ये डेट फॉर्मेट में है तो यहाँ पर एक और कॉलम, यहाँ पर नहीं, सॉरी, यहाँ पर एक और कॉलम ऐड करो, मंथ, और डेट का यहाँ पर इक्वल टू टेक्स्ट करके मंथ ले लो. अभी वो मेरी डेट फॉर्मेट में नहीं है, और यहाँ पर आप करके, अभी ये एरर देगा मुझे क्योंकि ये डेट फॉर्मेट में नहीं आ रहा, पर ये दे दिया आंसर. बाद में इस पे आप करोगे ना तो इजीली हो जाएगा. SUMIF.
Okay, so I want to convert it to text format and then only it will work.
हाँ, मतलब आपको डेट को मंथ में कन्वर्ट करना पड़ेगा. डेट को मंथ में कन्वर्ट करके फिर सम ऑफ करके करोगे तो इजीली हो जाएगा, तो ज्यादा
Okay.
प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगा.
Okay, that was my concern. Thank you.
Yeah. Anyone, any other queries? Okay, तो एक और छोटा सा स्टेटमेंट लेते हैं हम, कंडीशनल फॉर्मेटिंग. ये काफी इंपॉर्टेंट है. अभी हमारे पास क्या है, डेटा ओल्ड डेटा है, पर एज अ सीए this is 30 months 30 states data and for the 4 years. Now if I give this printout to anyone now, any CFO, anyone, he will throw on my face. Why? There are multiple reasons. ये डेटा इतना सारा है, means for understanding this data you have to manually see it. So as a person he will not be able to understand the data, meaning of data. For example, जैसे अभी डेटा यहाँ पर 30 करोड़ है और यहाँ पर 5 करोड़ है, पर when you see at a glance you will not understand. So how can we make data more user friendly? Select the data. Thumb rules are, it should always be comma separated and ensure that it's not in the decimal. First thumb rule, comma separated. Second thumb rule, decimal should not be there if we are dealing with values which are greater, and ensure that all the values are in the same denominator. For example, it should not happen that some values are in crore, some values are in lakh, some values are in thousand. If it's a requirement, please specify it. And now for making it understand, let's do the color formatting with it. For here, we will use a color formatting. Go under the head home. This two sheets, some if it's not there in the Excel sheet we have shared, and conditional formatting is not there in the sheet. We will share it in the separate sheet, or we will add and reshare that Excel sheet with you. So here the condition is, I want to highlight the greatest. This is the sales data. So I want to highlight the year in which there is the greatest sale of the particular state. So we will go under the head home, conditional formatting, color scale. Your color scale options are there. Green to red means whenever it's a green, sales are shown in green to red and purchases are showing red to green. So here you can select as per your requirement. Currently I am selecting green to red because it's a sale. So here you can easily understand कि in 16-17 we had a maximum sale. We have a maximum sale, and 17-18 the sales were very low. Now you have to just replicate this everywhere. Select on the brush and down, and here everything is conditional formatting. Now as a CFO, he can easily understand in which state his sales were better and in which state its sales were not better. This was yearly analysis of a sale month wise. But if I but this was at the state, a particular state comparing to 4. But if I want in a year which state did much, so instead of doing at a row level, I will do at column level. Let me clean this entire sheet. Sir, please mute yourself. Here, I will select the complete column. Go under the head conditional formatting, color scaling, green to red. Now, as you can see in Maharashtra, 15-16 sales were good. In all the 4 years, Maharashtra sales was only great. Now let me close the change it to 2. So as you can see, we can easily see it's auto dynamic, and here Haryana sales, Gujarat sales was great. So here with the help of color combinations, you can easily analyze it in which state sales were good and which state sales were less. So this is how you can use conditional formatting for Now, this is how you can use it. Now, if you want to, let me clear it. Entire sheet. Now, let me select it. Now, if you want to highlight cells based on certain values, greater than, less than, between, you can easily use this kind of formulas. I'm on Mac 2019 Pro version of Excel. So basically UI might be different, but in Windows also same UI is there. So you can easily use it like this. If you want to highlight top 10 items, you can use it like this. If you want color scaling bar diagram, you can use it. Color combinations, you can change it. Color scales, I have already discussed. Graphics are there like this, you can change it. If you want new rules, you can use it. If you want 3 scalar, you can use it. In between midpoint 15, as per your requirement, you can use it. This was all about conditional formatting. Now, if anyone has any doubt, they can ask me. I'm last topic of the day. How can you calculate field in pivot? That we will understand. Anyone, any other queries relating to this? No queries? Okay. Now, this is the pivot table which we have. Now, I want one more additional sheet. For example, if I write amount to 300, just a random table, sales and tax.
Sir, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
In that sheet, how did you get the graphs at every line?
Which graph? This bar diagram.
In the column F, there is a graph, right? In the column F, how did you get that?
This is called a spark line.
Okay.
So under insert, there is a value called graph sparks. Here you can use it. Data range, and this is the output. And here we got the graph. Now you can easily copy paste it.
Okay.
This is how you can use graphics. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Now this is the, now I want total tax. One field, I want total invoice value. Let me change to the pivot source data. Let me go ahead into new table. Copy. Insert pivot existing sheet. Okay. Now what I want invoice value. Invoice value in the sense I want one more column where we can add the sum is this both. So how can we do that? One method is that this we can do it like this. I don't want this get data pivot. Let me close get data pivot. One method is like this. One method is getting a total in pivot is this. but this is not good method of getting a sum in pivot column. You can easily do that, but effective method in doing a calculation in pivot is using calculated item, calculated field here. Now I want field, invoice value. Let me put here invoice value. Your invoice value can, what is invoice value? Sales plus tax. You can easily add it, and here we go, we got the answer. Now if you change anything, this values will remain intact. For example, if I change this value will remain intact for me. Everything will be intact. So this is how you can calculate fields in Excel pivot. Any queries?
No, fine, thanks.
Anyone, any queries? You can ask me. Any feedbacks for the session, or you have any queries?
Any specific issue if you want Sandeep to explain, or any queries, please unmute and tell.
No, using very very. Okay, no other queries. And I request everyone to please means try to use latest versions of Excel so that it will save your time. Means I was also thinking that using old versions, it's using new versions is of no use, but it's specifically save lot of time. Means XLOOKUP, VLOOKUP, it helps us to save a lot of time. So it's important to use license and latest version. It's just an investment as an asset. For example, it's not a show off or anything, it's a investment. So it's prefer to use latest version. It will help you to grow fast.
Yeah, and also what I believe is certain things what you have used, such as a filter, so that's only available in the latest version. So where and when XLOOKUP. So fine, yeah. So I believe you have covered all queries. Yeah. So fine. Thank you very much, Sandeep ji, for this
Thank you, sir.
wonderful. Yeah, Excel is as we know, it's a very vast field. So in this last 2 hours, we have learned a lot.
Thank
And
you, sir.
thank you very much for your time. And for a formal and thank you all participants as well. And for a formal vote of thanks, I would request our core committee members, Nisa, Kazi, to please give deserved vote of thanks to our speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, Murtaza bhai. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, you are.
CA Sandeep Modi ji, it was a superb delivery on how to increase productivity using MS Excel and preparation of MIS and interactive dashboards. You have deep run through data handling, VLOOKUP, pivot tables, MIS preparations, and you have also very well explained to us from the start with formatting of dates, as simple as that. But then I'm sure many of those of us was not aware of this also. To MIS preparation and covered all areas in Excel relating to data analysis, which I'm sure will be very helpful for all of us. And I'm sure it has definitely enriched our knowledge with respect to this Excel working. And the queries also of members have been instantly addressed by you. It is my great pleasure to present a hearty vote of thanks on behalf of Byculla CPE Study Circle. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you very much, Sandeep ji.
Thank you.
Thanks, members.
Thanks. Hey.
Thank you, Sandeep ji.
Thank you.